Does your daily stand-up drag on and have people only pay attention for their turn to speak? We can help with that. Hi there, I'm Brendan, and in this episode of DevChatter, we're going to discuss some ways to help streamline and improve the attention given to stand-up meetings. Number 1. Have a known turn order. When the meeting starts, everyone should know the order that each person will give their status updates. With this, there's no waiting to decide whose turn it is to speak next, because everyone knows who is next. Some teams either have a leader calling people, or have each speaker call someone at the end of their update. Either way, the next person isn't ready to speak when their turn starts, because no one knows who is getting called next. How do we implement this? There are a few options for implementing this. I've worked with some teams who alphabetize the team and just go in alphabetical order each day. This does mean that some people always have to go first or last. If that's a problem for your team, you can alternate between A to Z and Z to A. You can also take your list of people and toss it in any of the free online services that randomize a list of items and post the list before the meeting to whatever chat program your team uses. Someone can create an ordered list of people, and that can just be the order for the meeting, or people can sign up for a spot in the order that they want. With this, you can keep the order as long as you like and change it as needed. If anyone arrives late and missed their update, they can give their update at the end of the other's updates. Number 2. The first person in the order should start. Rather than having some leader start the meeting or waiting for someone to get the nerve to talk first, the person in the order who goes first should just start giving their update at the beginning. This gives the power to the team to start the meeting with knowledge of who and how it starts. If the first person isn't there, the next in the order who is there should go. This also avoids having everyone zone out before the updates start. If you start the meeting with a big spiel, you're likely to lose people before the updates even start. Number 3. Start the first update at the start time. I've worked with teams who wait 5, 10, or even 15 minutes before their meeting even starts. Yes, I know that's crazy, but how long does yours take to start? Leave a comment below letting us know. As we said already, the first person in the order should just start. By doing this, people know when the meeting will happen. If people know the meeting starts 5 or 10 minutes late, they often won't even arrive until then, knowing that the meeting will wait for them. If you're now saying that people won't attend on time because they're bored and consider it unimportant, you're probably right. By streamlining it in this way, people are more likely to attend. Number 4. Only mention what's important to others. Does your team do the "What did you do yesterday? What will you do today?" as part of the update? Yes, I know it's super normal, but if you do, you need to stop doing that. You just end up with, "Well, I was working on XYZ yesterday. Yeah, I worked on that yesterday. Oh, and also this, and this other thing, and I'm gonna try to wrap up XYZ today." Or you'll get a, "Yesterday I fixed the ABC bug, and I'll be grabbing a card from the board today unless someone else has something they need me to work on. Hang on while I stall to make it seem like I did a lot of stuff yesterday." And even these examples that I'm giving here are streamlined examples of what kind of responses you get to that prompt. What I prefer instead is, "What did you do, or what will you do that impacts others in this meeting? Do you need anyone else for something? Is anything blocking you from doing your work?" Yes, I know I've asked more questions, but some of those questions that we asked have a nothing or a no or a none kind of response, and that means they're quick to answer. If your update doesn't need to tell people anything, you shouldn't be telling them stuff that they don't care about. With this better prompt, you might get a response like, "I merged the changes to the test fixture yesterday, so be sure to pull those changes and merge them with any of yours." See how that update is relevant? And then they might say, "I'll be grabbing a new card and there's nothing blocking me." And immediately everybody knows, okay, they answered the question of an important thing, they said what they're going to be doing, which is just grabbing a new card, they don't need anybody, so that's almost a nothing answer, and that there is nothing blocking them. Another example, I'm hoping to wrap up that bug with user creation today. If Mike has time to help, I'm having trouble getting some test users into my database. Nothing else blocking me. And that one as well also uses relevant information, engages other people in the meeting, and it's stuff that they care about. And someone else might chime in and say, hey, I can help you with that test user in the database problem, even if Mike doesn't have time. That engages with the team instead of just giving the, hey, look, I'm really doing work update, which is what those other ones fall into. Number 5, end your update reminding people of any blockers. Always end your update with the most important thing for others to know, which is the things preventing you from doing your work, or say that nothing is blocking you. You may have noticed that in my previous example. Stating these last makes them the most likely thing for people to remember, and gives everyone the chance to offer a suggestion or help. And if there are no blockers, and no questions from anyone else, the next person can just start their update without any big delay. Number 6, whole team updates at the end. If there are big updates that everyone needs to know, give those at the end, because more people are in attendance at the end, and it gives everyone a reason to pay attention until the end. And if you're expecting the whole team to zone out before the end of the meeting, that's what these previous tips were for. If you can keep the meeting quick and streamlined, it's easier to ask people to be engaged through the whole meeting. It's the delays and wasted time that lose people's attention. Thank you for joining us here on DevChatter. If you like this content, subscribe, and click the bell icon to be notified when new videos are uploaded. You can also catch me and the rest of the DevChatter community live on the DevChatter Twitch channel. Thanks, and happy coding!